Bismillah. I'm going to read it again. And this time I want everybody to read after me, okay? We're going to try to do the whole thing. And then we're going to go through it. And we would have gone through the first half in terms of the explanation. We're going to go through the rest, the balance of it, after we finish our reading, inshallah ta'ala. So say after me, الدرس السادس الأم متى رجعت من المدرسة يا بني؟ Okay, in this lesson and in a couple of lessons before, we have to remember we are looking at the different conjugation of the past tense verb. So we are looking at ta, anta, raja'ta, ana, raja'tu, right? Anti, raja'ti, here, raja'at, the sukun and the ta. So we have to be careful of all these different versions. The only difference being the vowel or the sukun on the last letter, in this case the ta, right? So pay particular attention to the vowels on the last letter in the verbs, all right? So again, متى رجعت من المدرسة يا بني؟ سعيد رجعت قبل نصف ساعة. رجعت قبل نصف ساعة. رجعت قبل نصف ساعة. الأم أين أختك مريم؟ أما رجعت؟ أما رجعت؟ سعيد لا أدري. أنا ما رأيتها. الأم ماذا قرأت؟ ماذا قرأت اليوم؟ ماذا قرأت اليوم؟ سعيد قرأت اليوم درسا جديدا في الفقه. الأم أفهمته؟ سعيد نعم فهمته. جيدا. Again, please note the difference here. The mother is asking the boy, ta, anta, fahimta. Okay? Afahimta, who? Did you understand it? The who at the end there refers to the dars that he read in fiqh. Okay? So is the pronoun used here? Afahimta, who? Did you understand it? Saeed said, Naam, fahimtu, who? I understood it. Okay? I understood it. So one is ta, one is tu. Alright? Ta is anta, fahimta. Ana, fahimtu. Okay? So Saeed says, Naam, fahimtuhu jayyidan. Naam, fahimtuhu jayyidan. Yes, I understood it well. Next line, Al-Um. أما قرأت القرآن اليوم؟ So you have the verb قرأ. qara'tu, qara'ta, qara'ti. Right? So qara'tu, ana qara'tu, I read. Qara'ta, anta qara'ta, you read. And qara'ti, anti qara'ti, you feminine read. Okay? So the ma at the beginning, as we said last week and the week before, the ma negates a verb that comes after it. Okay, so here we have the mother is asking a negative question. Did you not read Quran today? Did you not read Quran today? So whenever we are asked a negative question, how do we reply? Either bala or na'am. Bala means yes, I read Quran, or na'am means no, I do not read Quran. Okay. So Saeed replied, بلى قرأت سورة الرحمن. So say after me, بلى قرأت سورة الرحمن. بلى قرأت سورة الرحمن وحفظتها, and I memorized it. Okay, حفظت, I memorized. Ha, it, meaning the surah. Surah is a feminine word because it ends with a tarmabuta. Therefore, the pronoun we use to refer to the surah, we use the feminine pronoun ha. Okay? So that's why we say hafidtu ha. I memorized it, meaning the surah. Okay? ففرح بي المدرس كثيرا. So say after me, ففرح بي المدرس كثيرا. Again, ففرح بي المدرس كثيرا. Next line. وقال إنك أحسن طالب في الفصل. وقال إنك أحسن طالب في الفصل. And he said, verily you are the best student in the class. Okay? This is what the teacher told Saeed. Alright? Moving on. Al-Um. ما شاء الله. زادك الله علما يا بني. سعيد. أغسلت قمصاني يا أمي. أغسلت قمصاني يا أمي. Did you wash my shirts, oh my mother? Next line. Al-Um. نعم غسلتها وكويتها. خذ هذا القميص. Right, so the mother said, yes, I washed them and I ironed them. Right? Here the pronoun ha is translated into English as them. Why? Anybody? Why is the pronoun ha here in this sentence translated as them? The mother said, yes, I washed them and I ironed them. نعم غسلتها وكويتها. Why is the ha used and is translated as them? Anybody at all? The shirt is what? Yeah, but using the feminine pronoun. Why are we using feminine pronoun? Hmm? Right. Okay, the question is why why do we say ghasaltuha wa kawaituha? The word ghasala means to wash. Ghasaltu, I washed. Okay? Ghasaltuha, I washed them. Alright, here the ha is translated as them. Why is it translated as them? Because it is referring to the shirts from son. Okay? But the shirts are غير عاقل. They don't have any sense. Okay? غير عاقل. So any plural of غير عاقل, you always treat it as singular feminine. That's why we use the singular feminine pronoun. Okay? So we say غسلتها, singular feminine pronoun. So the ha here is translated as them, whereas the ha high up pronoun referring back to Maryam will be translated as her, right? When Said said, Ana ma ra'aytuha, I did not see her. So the ha here, heavy ha with the aleph after, ha, this pronoun refers to Maryam, right? Because the mother is asking about Maryam, so it refers to Maryam. So Said said, I did not see her, as the translation, right? But here, when Said is asking about the shirts, the mother said, I washed them. Ghasaltu ha. So the same ha is used, same pronoun is used, but this time the pronoun is referring to the shirts. The shirts. Okay? And as we said, anything plural of غير عاقل without sense, plural would be singular feminine in grammar. Singular feminine in grammar. So we use the singular feminine pronoun to refer to it. Right? So that's why the mother said, نعم غسلتها وكويتها. Then she's continuing and says, خذ. خذ means take. خذ هذا القمصان قميص. Take this shirt. Okay, so let's continue with the reading. So say after me, نعم غسلتها وكويتها. خذ هذا القميص. سعيد. هاتي ذاك يا أمي. ذاك أجمل من هذا. ذاك أجمل من هذا. So next page, page 37 now, or 37. تدخل مريم. تدخل مريم. Maryam enters, and she is addressing her mother and brother. Okay, so here she's saying, Maryamu. Say after me, Maryamu. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. كيف حالك؟ كيف حالك يا أمي؟ كيف حالك يا أمي؟ وكيف حالك يا أخي؟ Right, so we know from the context and from what comes after whether to say ka or ki. All right, haluka and haluki. All right, we look at what comes after. If she's talking to the mother, we use which one? Ki. And if she's talking to the brother, we use which one? Ka. So we say kaifa haluki ya ummi, kaifa haluka ya akhi. Next line. Al is replying, the mother is replying, Al wa alaykum assalamu. أهلا يا بنتي. متى خرجت؟ متى خرجت من المدرسة؟ Again, وعليكم السلام. أهلا يا بنتي. متى خرجت من المدرسة؟ So we have خرجت, خرجت. Now we have خرجتي. Right? So we're speaking to أنتِ خرجتِ. Right? Second person, feminine singular. Right. Next line. Mariam replies, Mariamu. Say after me, Mariamu. خرجت بعد صلاة الظهر. خرجت بعد صلاة الظهر. الأم. أين زميلاتك آمنة وفاطمة وسعاد؟ Again, أين زميلاتك آمنة وفاطمة وسعاد؟ مريم. أنا ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. أنا ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. Right, so remember before, the mother asked Saeed, where is your sister? And he said, ما رأيتها. ما رأيتها. I did not see her. Singular feminine pronoun, right? Here, Maryam is saying about her friends, Amina, Fatima, and Su'ad. She's saying about them, ما رأيتهن. Okay, so the pronoun used here, hunna, refers to them, feminine plural, right? But the here it is translated as them, and we use hunna because we are talking about akil. And these are people with sense. Amina and Fatima and Su'ad, they have sense, all right? So therefore, they use feminine plural pronoun, which is hunna, right? Third person. Right, so أنا ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. I did not see them after Salah. Everybody understands that? Why we translate her as them earlier and we translate hunna as them here? You all understand that? Her is the pronoun, the feminine singular pronoun, but we have to refer to a plural of غير عاقل as feminine singular. So referring to the shirts, غير عاقل, they don't have sense. We use her, but in English we say them, referring to the shirts, right? Whereas here, referring to the three girls, Amina and Fatima and Su'ad, they all have sense, so there's aqil. So we cannot use feminine singular, we have to use feminine plural pronoun. So that's why we use hunna, and of course translated as them in English. Okay? أنا ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. الأم يا بنتي. يا بنتي أخوك حفظ سورة الرحمن. يا بنتي أخوك حفظ سورة الرحمن. يا بنتي أخوك حفظ سورة الرحمن. أي سورة حفظت أنت؟ Right. So everybody understand that, right? Mother is telling you, daughter, your brother memorized Surah Rahman. Which surah did you memorize? Maryam said, أنا حفظت سورة الحديد. أنا حفظت سورة الحديد. وهي أطول من سورة الرحمن. Alright, so Maryam replied and she said, I memorized Surah Hadid and it is longer than Surah Rahman. So then she continues, وكذلك حفظت وكذلك حفظت عشرة آية من سورة النبأ. Right. So she said she memorized Surah Hadid and just as well as she memorized 16 ayats from Surah An-Naba. Right, from Surah An-Naba. So the mother continues, ما شاء الله إنك طالبة مجتهدة. ما شاء الله إنك طالبة مجتهدة. أنا مسرورة بك. أنا مسرورة بك. أذهبت إلى المكتبة اليوم؟ أذهبت إلى المكتبة اليوم؟ مريم نعم ذهبت. الأم ماذا قرأت هناك؟ ماذا قرأت هناك؟ مريم قرأت مجلة من باكستان اسمها الإسلام. الأم باللغة العربية هي؟ مريم لا هي باللغة الإنجليزية. الأم أذهبت إلى المديرة؟ أذهبت إلى المديرة؟ مريم لا هي ما جاءت اليوم. لا هي ما جاءت اليوم. الأم لما؟ مريم أظن أنها ذهبت إلى مكة. أظن أنها ذهبت إلى مكة. الأم أشربت الشاي؟ tea. أشربت الشاي؟ مريم لا ما شربت. الأم للخادمة هاتي الشاي يا ليلى. مريم وهاتي قطعة خبز. أيضا. يا ليلى أنا جوعان. All right. So this is the reading passage. Um, we went through the first page in terms of the vocabulary and so on. Is there anybody having trouble with the first page? I want to start from the second page. Any words you don't understand from the first page? That was the sixth lesson. And that was said this too. Everybody understand everything? All right. What's the meaning of dhaka? What's the meaning of dhaka? Dhaka means it's like dhalika. Dhaka, dhalika, right? Like that. Right? So hati dhaka. Hand me that one. No, give me that one. Ya ummi. Dhaka ajmalu min hada. That one is better than this one, or more prettier than this one, or more pretty than this one. Good. Next page. Tadkhulu Maryamu. Maryam enters. Maryam says, Assalamu alaikum. Kaifa haluki ya ummi. Peace be upon you. How are you, my mother? Wa kaifa haluka ya akhi. And how are you, my brother? Okay. Do we see the ya at the end of the sentence there? Actually, and akh. At ya is ya mutakallim, the person who is speaking, meaning my or mine, right? So how are you, my mother, and how are you, my brother? Okay. Al replies, wa alaykum assalam, and peace be upon you. Ahlan ya binti, welcome, my daughter. Welcome, oh my daughter. متى خرجتِ من المدرسة؟ متى خرجتِ من المدرسة? So we have another conjugation of the past tense verb. Okay, so as we said last week, kasra below is feminine, second person feminine, singular. Okay, so anti kharajti, anti dhahabti, anti sharabti, anti kharajti, anti dhahabti, anti akalti, anti qara'ti, and so on, right? So the ta kasra below it is second person feminine singular. So the mother is asking Maryam, when did you return? Remember, we did a past tense verb right through here, right? When did you return from the school or from school? Right? Maryam replied, oh, it's not return, sorry. When did you leave? When did you come out of school? متى خرجتِ من المدرسة? When did you come out of school? Maryam said, خرجت بعد صلاة الظهر. I left after صلاة الظهر. Right? I left after صلاة الظهر. الأم أين زميلاتك آمنة وفاطمة وسعاد? Where are your friends Amina, Fatima, and Su'ad? Right? Maybe they're supposed to be coming with her. Maybe they normally come on a daily basis, come home with her or something. Right? So the mother didn't see them, so she's asking, where are your friends Amina, Fatima, and Su'ad? So Maryam says, أنا ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. So I didn't see them after Salah. So maybe they went somewhere else or whatever, right? So Maryam says, أنا ما رأيتها. Sorry, أنا ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. I did not see them after Salah. بعد الصلاة. Right? After Salah. الأم يا بنتي أخوك حفظ سورة الرحمن. Oh my daughter, your brother أخوك. Okay? So you want to say my something yadi yadi end of it. Your something yadi ka is masculine. Your something ki if it's feminine. Right? So Kitabi, my book. Kitabuka, your book. Kitabuki, your book, feminine. Right? So he's asking where the mother is saying, rather not asking, the mother is saying that your brother, Akhuki, your brother, Hafidha Surah Al-Rahman. He memorized Surah Al-Rahman. Now look at this word Hafidha here. Do you see any suffix or prefix onto it? Any suffix with like a ta, the end or anything? Do you see anything like that, anybody? No, there's nothing attached to it there, right? It's just the three root letters there, ha, fa, and do. Everybody see that? Right, so that is the root verb, which is normally used for the third person masculine singular, huwa. So huwa hafira, huwa dhahaba, huwa shariba, huwa kharaja, huwa akala, huwa qala, huwa qara'a, and so on, right? Huwa. So here's the mother is talking about the brother, so she has to talk in the third person, right? So she's telling the daughter, Maryam, that your brother, Hafidha, Hafidha. So past tense verb, he memorized. He memorized. What did he memorize? Surah Ar-Rahman. Okay? Surah Ar-Rahman. So remember, in our verbal sentence, we have the maf'ul bihi, or the object has to be in what case? In what case? Object is in accusative case or nasb. Okay? So if it is in nasb, it normally carries a fatha on the last letter. So that's why we say surata. Surata. So hafidha surata ar-Rahman. Surat ar-Rahman. Right? So the mother is saying, Ya binti, akhuka hafidha surat ar-Rahmani. أي سورة حفظ حفظتي أنت? Which surah did you memorize? Which surah did you memorize? Okay, so she said حفظتي because she's speaking to Maryam. Remember that ta at the end with the kasra refers to feminine, second person feminine, singular. Okay, so أي سورة حفظتي أنت? Which surah did you memorize? Maryam says, أنا حفظت سورة الحديد. سورة الحديد. I memorized Surah Hadid. Right? Memorize Surah Hadid. Notice here again, we have the conjugation, past tense conjugation of the verb, حفظ. If it's I'm speaking, I'll say أنا حفظت. Right? أنا فتحت. أنا كتبت. أنا قرأت. أنا شربت. أنا ذهبت. And so on, right? So I did something past tense, he put the ta with the dhamma on it, right? So Maryam is speaking here, she said, Ana hafiztu. That's how we know it's a dhamma going on that ta there, right? Ana hafiztu. Surah Al-Rahmani, again, here, sorry, not Rahman, Hadith. I memorized Surah Hadith. Here the word surah is again the object of the sentence, right? The object of the sentence, therefore it has to be in the case of nas, carry a fatha on the last letter, okay? أنا حفظت سورة الحديد وهي أطول, and it is longer من سورة الرحمن. Remember when you did اسم تفضيل, or what is in English we refer to as comparative and superlative. Comparative and superlative. So comparative is where we compare only two things, right? Two things. So here Mariam is using the comparative because you see the min after it, right? So she says, وَهِيَ أَطْوَلُ مِنْ Surat al-Rahman. So she's saying that Surah Hadid is longer. Atwalu is from the word tawil, which means to be long or tall. All right. So the ism tafdeel from that is from tawil you get atwal, atwal, right? Just like kabir you get akbar, right? So here you have atwal, it is longer than Surah Rahman. Any questions so far? All right, continuing. Maryam asks, Ana hafidtu Surat al-Hadid. Sorry, you didn't already? Uh, she's continuing. Maryam is continuing here. وكذلك حفظت, and as well as, or like that, حفظت, I also memorized ستة عشرة. ستة عشرة. I memorized 16 آية. آيات or verses من Surah An-Naba. Right? I memorized 16 verses from Surah An-Naba. Right? Here we have numbers between, well, from 11 to 19, numbers from 11 to 19. And we did numbers 11 to 19 a couple lessons back, but we did it when we were counting masculine objects. Here we are doing numbers from 11 to 19 when we are counting feminine objects. All right? So when we're doing masculine objects, we said that the adad murakkab, which is the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. From 13 to 19, the first part of it has to be opposite gender to what is being counted, right? So if you're counting feminine, this first part has to be masculine, meaning drop the talmabuta. That's why we see sitta without a talmabuta there. You just have it is dropped, right? Normally you would say sitta two, right? But here is sitta. So it's no Dharma Buddha because it has to be opposite to what is being counted. What is being counted here is the ayah. Ayah is feminine because it has the Dharma Buddha on it, right? So that is feminine. Therefore, the first part of this word has to be masculine. However, the second part, which is the 10, has to be feminine, right? Just like when we were doing counting masculine things, the first part had to be feminine if it is counting something masculine, whereas the second part will be masculine as well as um, together with the thing being counted. All right. So here we have sitta masculine, ashrata feminine, and ayatan feminine. So it's masculine, feminine, feminine. All right. Or like we did a few lessons ago, it is feminine, feminine, masculine, masculine. All right. This is how the numbers. This is only for the numbers from 13 to 19. All right. Good. So the mother is saying, Masha Allah, whatever Allah wills. Right? Again, is a exclamation here. Masha Allah. Innaki talibatun mujtahidatun. Verily you are a hardworking student. Ana masruratun biki. I am very happy with you. I am very happy with you. أذهبتِ إلى المكتبة اليوم? Did you go to the library today? أذهبتِ إلى المكتبة اليوم? Did you go to the library today? So Mariam replies, نعم ذهبت. نعم ذهبت. Yes, I went. Mother asks again, ماذا قرأت هناك? ماذا قرأت هناك? What did you read there? Now remember, these books were written way back, maybe in the 70s or 80s even, right? So back then there was no internet, there was no cellular device, tablet, computer, People didn't have computers, even big companies didn't have computers. Universities didn't have computers back in the 80s. All right. So here we see one of the things that students used to do was pass by the library, borrow a book, or read a book, a magazine, as the case might be. Right. So here the daughter Mariam, she went to the library, and the mother is asking, "What did you read at the library?" ماذا قرأت هناك? What did you read there? And Mariam replies, قرأت, I read مجلة, right, in Pakistan, اسمها Al-Islam. I read a magazine or a journal from Pakistan. Its name is Al-Islam. Its name is Al-Islam. The mother asked again, باللغة العربية هي? Is it in the Arabic language? Mariam replied, لا هي باللغة الإنجليزية. No, it is in the English language. الأم أذهبت إلى المديرة? Did you go to the principal? Mariam replied, لا هي ما جاءت اليوم. No, she did not come today. جاء is to come or arrive, right? لا هي ما جاءت اليوم. So we see here um, the other conjugation of the verb, right? Past tense verb. So here you know it here, جاءت. So you see the ta at the end there with a sukoon on it. This is the conjugation for here, third person feminine singular. Okay? So you have huwa, جاء, هي, جاءت. أنت, جئت, أنتِ, جئتِ, and so on, right? So هو كتب, هي كتبت. أنت كتبت, أنتِ كتبتِ. أنا كتبت. Right? So this is all the different conjugations. And you have some more to come to meet as well later on, inshallah. Lima, why? Why is that? Why? Maryam replied, أظن, I think, أظن, I think, أنها, I think that she, أنها, I think that she, ذهبت إلى مكة. I think that she went to Makkah. Right? So here we have the verb um, um, this is one. This is actually a present tense verb. Present tense verb.
The verb is zahaba.
Yeah, the verb is dhahaba, yes, but the beginning here, adunnu, is also a verb, but this is the present tense form of this verb, right? Adunnu. So we'll skip that for now as to why we have that hamza at the beginning, right? Adunnu annaha, that she, dhahabat, that she went ila Makkah, to Makkah. I think that she went to Makkah, right? So this is actually a verb at the beginning here, but we would skip that as present tense. We haven't touched on present tense as yet in these textbooks. So we will refresh our memory as to that later on, inshallah, right? So we have here, أظن, I think or I suspect, أنها ذهبت, that she went إلى مكة, to Makkah. She went to Makkah, right? الأم أشربت الشاي? Did you drink tea? Did you have tea? You know, Mariam replied, لا ما شربت. No, I did not drink any. Right? I did not drink any tea. So maybe it's a regular thing when they come home or in the evening they will have tea. So the mother is asking, did you have tea? And Mariam said, no, So the mother is asking the khadima or the servant or the maid, al lil khadimati, to the servant or the maid. So that's why I have that lam here. Going on to the next lam, lil khadimati. So the mother is saying to the maid, Hati, bring ashaya, ya Layla, bring the tea, O Layla. And Maryam is adding on to that, Wahati qit'ata khubzin, and bring a piece of bread. Qit'a is piece of, right? Qit'ata khubzin, bring a piece of bread. Aidan, as well, bring a piece of bread as also, bring a piece of bread also. Ya Layla, O Layla. Ana jaw'a, ana jaw'a, right? Ana jaw'a. So this is the passage here. It's a longish passage, but inshallah it's not too difficult. So inshallah we could extract the benefit from it. As I said at the beginning when we started this a couple of weeks ago, we're looking at a few things. One of them is the when we counting between 11 to 19, counting feminine things, as well as we're looking at more of the conjugation of the verbs. So we had before um, خرج خرجت خرجت. Right here we have خرجتي now, خرج, خرجت, and so on, right? So we see more of the conjugation of the verbs. Also we have a few other concepts being introduced, like the adhunnu. We also have ayya. You'll see how this has been applied, ayya, which, all right? So we go through the exercises. So you're gonna start exercise 1 immediately. تمارين exercises. واحد أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. Answer the following questions. واحد أي سورة حفظ سعيد. Right? أي سورة حفظ سعيد. Which surah did Sa'id memorize? Anybody?
حفظ سعيد سورة الرحمن.
نعم أحسنت إمام. حفظ سعيد سورة الرحمن. He memorized سورة الرحمن. نعم. الاثنين كم آية من سورة النبأ حفظت مريم. How many ayat from Surah An-Naba did Maryam memorize? Anybody? حفظت عشرة آية. Right? She memorized 16 ayat. نعم. ثلاثة ما اسم المجلة التي قرأتها مريم في المكتبة؟ بأي لغة هي؟ Right. What's the name of the magazine that Mariam read in the library, and what language is it in? You know the answers in a complete sentence, please. اسم اسم المجلة التي قرأتها التي اسمها الإسلام. نعم. وبأي لغة هي؟ هي باللغة الإنجليزية. right. نعم. 4. من ليلى؟ Who is ليلى؟
ليلى القديمة.
نعم. هي الخادمة. هي الخادمة. She is الخادمة. The maid or the servant. Right. نعم. ضع هذا العلامة بتك أمام الجمل الصحيحة وهذه ضع هذه العلامة أمام الجمل الصحيحة وهذه العلامة أمام الجمل غير صحيحة. Right, so true or false statements. Right. 1. ما فرح المدرس بسعيد. صحيح أم لا؟
لا.
ما
لا.
غير صحيح. هذا غير صحيح. نعم.
نعم غير صحيح.
نعم. المعنى ما فرح بمعنى is happy, right? So remember, ma negates the verb after it. So if we say ma فرح, it means he's not happy. Who? Al-Mudarris bi Sa'idin. The Mudarris was not happy with Sa'id. So this is a false statement, okay? Because his Mudarris was very happy with Sa'id. Now, Al-Ithnain, مريم جوعاء. مريم جوعاء. صحيح أو غير صحيح؟
صحيح.
صحيح. This is the last line in the entire passage, right? Maryam says what? Ana jaw'a. I am hungry. So Maryam jaw'a صحيح. 3. خرجت مريم من المدرسة بعد صلاة الظهر. صحيح أو غير صحيح؟
صحيح.
صحيح. نعم. 4. سورة الرحمن. سورة الرحمن أطول من سورة الحديد. صحيح أو غير صحيح? And somebody beside the Imam. Only the Imam answering. غير صحيح. Right? Even though Surah Rahman occurs before Surah Hadid, Surah Rahman is chapter number, anybody?
55.
55. And Surah Hadid is chapter number?
56.
57.
7.
Hadid 57.
Waqiyah
is 56. Yeah. So even though general trend is that the later surahs tend to be shorter than the previous surahs, in this case, the Hadid is longer than Rahman. Okay? Even though there are less verses in Hadid, it may be longer because it's longer verses, right? More verses in Surah Rahman. Right. Last one. Khamsa. Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Su'adu zamilatu Maryam. Sahih. Now, any questions on that? Any words? Questions on? It's now 4:08. We could pause there, inshallah ta'ala, next week. Next week we'll read the passage again, right? It's important that we get the hang of the passage and we know this vocabulary because this is the basis for studying the different grammatical structures and so on. Next week, inshallah ta'ala, we'll pull out a few ayats of the Quran so that we can see some of these things being, how they are used in the Quran, and then we'll kind of try to give us some context for some of these um, sentence structures and so on, right? Any announcements, Iman?
Hope to see everybody for Juma Friday.
Inshallah ta'ala.
Stay away from the celebrations. Try to protect ourselves from the COVID.
Inshallah. Right. We close off now. Surah Al-Asr. كفارة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات تواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك ونتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته
Wa alaikum salam.